The next we have the covalent bond. The bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron is known as the covalent bond. So the bond which is formed by the mutual sharing of electron is known as covalent bond. And one of the main questions that we have in one of our exams is related to like which two type of elements or atoms form the covalent bond. It is basically between two non-metal atoms. So basically two non-metal atoms, they will share their electron and they will form the covalent bond in between them. But the ionic bond, that bond is actually between one metal and the other non-metal. However, this covalent bond is between two non-metal atoms. So basically what happens is they are actually mutually sharing electrons between each other. So the electron that is being shared is actually acting as the electron of both atoms. So here if you see, the oxygen is belonging to group 6 and it has 6 electrons in its outer shell. Two of the oxygens, they will mutually share their two electrons, and hence the 8 electrons will be complete for both the oxygen atoms. If you see, the two electrons of one oxygen and the two electrons of the other oxygen, they are actually sharing with each other, and that's how the double bond is being formed. Like the one electron from each atom um, is contributing to the single bond, and if you see here we have two electrons from the each atom, they are being shared between two atoms. So that's how the double bond is formed. So two of the oxygen atoms, they mutually combine with each other, and now if you see 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8, 8 electrons are complete for each oxygen. So that's how the electron is actually mutually shared between two atoms. So for the other example, it is related to water. Oxygen has 6 electrons in the outer shell and hydrogen has 1 electron. So this 1 electron will go towards oxygen, and the oxygen's electron will also be taken up by the hydrogen, and so now the electrons are being mutually shared between two atoms, oxygen and hydrogen. So now hydrogen has 2 electrons as well as oxygen has the 8 electrons. So that's how the mutual sharing of electrons occurs. So here we have 1 electron of oxygen and 1 of hydrogen, they are mutually shared. So that's how it makes the single bond. So it's actually inverted V shaped structure. So single bond between each oxygens and hydrogens. So that's how the electron is actually mutually shared between two atoms. So then we have another example related to CH4. Here if you see, we have the carbon belonging to group 4. So it has 4 electrons in its outer shell, and each electron of hydrogen is sharing its 1 electron to the carbon atom. So that's how we have 4 hydrogens. 4 hydrogens have combined with a single carbon, and the 8 outer electronic configuration of carbon is now complete, as well as the 2 outer electronic configuration of hydrogen is complete. That's how the um, carbon is forming single bond with each hydrogen. Why we are saying single bond? Just because each atom is contributing 1 electron. Hydrogen's 1 electron and carbon's 1 electron, they are mutually shared between these two, and that's how the single bond is forming. So that's how the CH4 is formed. So that's all related to covalent bonding, and the examples so far we did O2, H2O, and CH4. So basically, the basic concept related to covalent bonding is that electron is mutually shared between two atoms, and the electron that is being shared is acting as the electron of both atoms. So that's all about covalent. Thank you.